Hello, hello. I just want to talk about how to slow down when you're going a million miles per hour in the wrong direction because I feel as though sometimes this can be a problem in life that can either break us or clichely make us. Hey, Anita. Hey everybody, just say hi. I'd love to chat with you guys tonight. Because I would love to hear your thoughts, some of the things that maybe you've gone through. But what's interesting is that I feel like sometimes we get in those moments, hey Dean, we get in those moments where we're like doing all these amazing things for ourselves and on our journey, and then all of a sudden it seems like something takes a turn for the worse. And we're like, what just happened? I was taking all this aligned action and I was taking all this action in general and I was doing all these amazing things that I thought was serving me in my journey. And then you're like, holy crap, now it's like everything's just spiraling out of control. And I see this come up for people a lot when they're making big changes in their life. And a lot of times, the amazing thing about this is it just means you're about to click, right? Right before you're about to reach that next level, your mind decides, nope, I'm gonna keep you safe and I'm gonna throw a curveball at you. So the best thing you can do is recognize what's happening. Recognize that things are about to click. Most likely, things are about to click, or this is something that you have to learn a lesson from. And that's the other piece. So maybe it's not that things are about to click, but maybe it's just that this is one of those opportunities for you to go, wow, I'm really glad this is happening right now because I need to learn a lesson from this. And you're probably going, I wanted to know how to slow it down. Well, the important thing is to, of course, first of all, recognize that it's happening. Hey, Ian, how are you? So it's important to first of all recognize that it's happening. And when we recognize that maybe we're not going the direction we had planned to go or thought we were going to go, well, then there's lots of opportunities to change it and turn it around. But we first must recognize it and release it by learning from it. Once we learn from it, then we can truly move forward. Now, maybe you feel like this is something that's out of your control. And then that begs the question, why stress over something that's out of your control? Why beat yourself up over something that's completely out of your control, right? If you really believe it's completely out of control, then let it be out of your control. It doesn't affect you anymore, right? Hey, Chris. So, a lot of times we hear people say, it's out of my control, I can't do anything about it. It's like, okay, great. Well, then don't do anything about it and move on with your life rather than getting wrapped up in something that's completely out of your control. But if you're like, but it is part of me, and then you're like, okay, well, then recognize that there is some responsibility there for you to take and then go, all right, well, what action can I take now to move me in the right direction, right? Like, where is it that I want to go and what action do I need to take to get me there? And it doesn't have to be this huge leap. It can literally just be one little step in the right direction. And you honestly could you could make a big change in an instant, right? All change happens in an instant. This is something that I truly believe because just like that, life can change. One little thought, one little word, one little action could change everything for you. You might even hear something and just go, oh my gosh, and it's like amazing, right? Like you have this huge breakthrough or revelation and you're like, how did I miss this? So when you feel like you're going in the wrong direction and you're going fast, first of all, ask yourself, where am I even heading? Like where do I actually want to be going, right? Because there's a reason why you're not going the right way. And if you're not going the right way, it just means your actions are not taking you there, or your thoughts, or your beliefs, or your patterns, or your habits. So it's important that we go, okay, well, what do I actually need to do, believe, think, feel, take action on in order to move me forward towards that big vision, right? Because if you're going a million of miles backwards, then you sure as hell can go a million miles forward. Like, I have no doubt in my mind about that. If you truly have the proper focus and mindset, you can achieve, have, and do anything that you desire. That is 100% a belief of mine because I've lived it, I've gone through it, I've had so many limiting beliefs that were not serving me, that once I released them felt really, really amazing and started moving me in the right direction. So I wanted to share that with you guys. And another thing to keep in mind, which we kind of already touched on, but I just want to hammer home with you, is that you have to learn the lesson from it. Why did you start moving backwards? Why did you start going the wrong way? Why did things start going the way you didn't expect them to go? And what's the lesson to learn from that? Once you can learn the lesson, you can release the emotion. You can release the emotion and move forward, and that's the key. That's the key in anything in life. A breakup, a bad friendship, a job, whatever it might be. You gotta learn the lesson so you can release the emotion and move forward. It's just one of those things that once we do it, it can really be a freeing experience. So I really want to hear your thoughts on this. If this is helpful, if this is something you've ever tried, if you have anything you want to share on the topic, feel free. This is your space too. And I would love, love, love to hear from you. But just remember to get in touch with that next level version of you, that next level identity, and really connect with it and ask yourself, what action could I and should I be taking that feels right for me right now, that's actually going to move me forward, right? Rather than going a million miles backwards. And just remember, like we talked about before too, that I just want to remind of, kind of like sum this up. You have to recognize that if something is, quote, completely out of my control, right? Like, you know, when we're like, it's completely out of my control, then don't stress over it. Then don't worry about it. And you might go, but it's affecting me. Okay, choose not to be affected by it. And you might be like, you're crazy. I can't just not, oh, all of a sudden I'm fine. Like, I know it doesn't work like that, but you just have to make a conscious decision to learn from whatever's going on so you can release the negative emotion and truly take a step forward in your proper direction, in the place you're headed, without letting these outside sources get in between you and that. But if it is something where you go, well, I guess there is a little bit of control that I have in this, or a little bit of responsibility, then it goes back to everything we talked about before, okay? So I really want to hear, did you find this helpful? Is this something that you feel like you can use or pass on or share? And I just want to wish you guys an absolutely amazing day. I've been noticing so many awesome people really stepping up, and it's been really cool. Hey Dale, I'm so sorry you're not feeling well. I missed our call tonight. I was like so excited. So I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, I just want to say that I love how it seems like the world is shifting in a really positive way. I've been seeing so many of my connections on here just really stepping it up, and it's so cool, and I appreciate all of you for showing up as who you are and sharing your soul with the world. And like I said, let me know what you thought of this video, and I'm going to wish you an absolutely amazing day, night, or morning, wherever you are in the world. Just make it awesome.